What is up, everybody? It's your boy Akimbo Pickles here. I'm back with another video. Guys, we're out here in glorious Mississippi right now. Alright? If you like Mississippi, hit that like and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys coming out and watching the channel. If you go ahead and hit that notification bell, that way you know when the video goes live. And my watch is going off right here. I got to get back out there and start doing some more walking around, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to walk around. We're going to talk a little bit. We're going to talk about Hirschbach, okay? And I'm going to tell you that this is the last video that I'm doing about Hirschbach motor lines. It is the last video that I'm ever going to do about them. I promise you that. Okay, so let's talk about Hirschbach motor lines. Now, I really don't like talking shit about other companies because Schneider frowns upon it. Matter of fact, any company that you go to, they're going to frown upon you talking about another trucking company, especially when you're talking to them in an office space environment somewhere. Well, I'm out here on the road. I can talk shit about any company I want to while I'm out on the road. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I'm affiliated with Schneider or not, which I'm not affiliated with them. They don't pay me to do these videos. So anything I say is my own opinion, and I could give a rat's ass about what anybody else thinks about it. All right? Especially Schneider. So, Hirschbach is a shitbag company. Now, let me explain this, because a lot of y'all still don't understand that Hirschbach screwed me. Okay? They screwed me, and I took offense to it. And I don't get offended by anything. Like, I really don't. Not regularly, okay? I'm not one of those people that go out here and find any excuse to talk about a company. They give me an excuse to talk about a company. Okay? They give me the firepower to unleash holy freaking fury on them. That's what they do. So anyways, Hirschbach. Okay. So, Hirschbach, I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to give you the same example that I give every single time. 2,800 mile run. This was my last stint with them, okay? 2,800 mile run. 2,800 mile run out to California and back from Arkansas. Now, the load going out to California had some problems. When I first picked up the load, I was there for a couple hours trying to figure out what to do. I was on the phone with mechanics. I was on the phone with my driver manager at the time, and I was like, "Hey, look, all 8 of the trailer tires have these huge freaking bald spots in them. All 8 freaking tires." And you're probably wondering how that's possible, right? Well, some of y'all know. Some of y'all are just still clueless. It doesn't matter what I say. You guys are Hirschbach fanboys, so I mean, you're gonna do what you gotta do, right? You're gonna do you. I'm gonna do me. But anyways, so me sitting in the maintenance for these damn loads, or for this load, and for this trailer being fixed, I should have gotten paid breakdown pay for that. Did I get paid breakdown pay for that? No, I did not. Okay? Then, all my breakdown pay I should have gotten should have combined with my mileage pay, because it is a sliding pay mileage sliding scale mileage pay for Hirschbach at 2,800 miles. I can't remember what the rate is. I can't remember what the rate is. I don't even care what the rate is. 2,800 miles is 2,800 miles. I think it's like $1.05 or $1.10 a mile. Anything over like 800 miles or something like that, somewhere around there. So running out to California and back from Arkansas, 2,800 miles there and back. I should have got paid at least $1,500 to $2,000 for that run for the week minimum. Instead, I got a little measly $750 paycheck. How about that? $750 paycheck. Make it make sense. And I already know, I already see it now. Somebody's gonna say, "Oh, you took advances. You were coming out of home time negative. You were this. You were that." Well, how? That's another thing. How do you come? I don't even come out of home time negative with Hirschbach or with Schneider. So how do you come out? How do you come out of the whole home time negative with Hirschbach? And I stay at home with Schneider as a company driver for 4 days at home. That's not including the days that I go to the house and the day that I come out of the house. That's 4 days. And I didn't even spend, I only spent 2 days at the house every time I went home with Hirschbach. Make that make sense, people. Make it make sense. So, $750. Can you imagine if I went to California and back with Schneider as a company driver, made it all the way out there and back in a week, which is possible. In a Schneider truck, it's possible. Can you imagine the money I'd make off of that? $1,500, at least $1,500 gross. At least $1,500 gross and $1,300 take home. And guess what? I did 2,800 miles one of my weeks last month. And guess what I made? $1,500 gross, $1,300 take home net. Well, the differences are you're paying for fuel and insurance and does not matter. Does not matter. You can spout that garbage all you fucking want. You can spout that garbage that 99 cents fuel. You ain't paying for reefer. You ain't paying for death. You're making a low truck payment and you're making insurance payments. Does not matter. 2,800 miles, guys. 2,800 miles. If you do the math at $1.10 a mile, I think that's what they get. Anything over 800 miles, anything over 800 miles in one trip is like $1.10 a mile. Why in the fuck would you want to drive over 800 miles at $1.10 a mile? You ain't making nothing. Everything you're making is going towards truck payment and fuel. And when I say truck payment, I mean, guys, I mean the whole shebang with the truck. The bobtail insurance, the IFTA stickers, the hut stickers. I'm talking about everything to do with that truck. Truck payment and all that combined, $1,200 to $1,400 with Hirschbach. $1,650 if you're doing with SFI through Schneider a week. All right. So you guys get the point, right? You get the big picture here. But then they say, "Oh well, you get a safety bonus at the end of the month. It covers all that." Well, let me tell you something about that safety bonus. all those extras you're not paying for every week, like the extra fuel that you're not paying for, the reefer fuel, and the DEF and all that stuff that you're not paying for every week, adds up to about $500, roughly. I'm gonna say it adds up to about $500. So that's your safety bonus right there, being flushed down the toilet. If you're gonna get $500 a week safety bonus, but only get paid at your last check on the end of the month to $2,000, what if something happens that causes you not to get that safety bonus at the end of the month? All that money is going right into Hirschbach hands. So they are taken away from the drivers by not giving them their fair share of money, okay, every week, by putting it all in that safety bonus, and then requiring you to be 110% proficient in driving every week. I'm telling you right now, there's not a driver on the fucking planet that is 110% proficient in their driving skills. They call us professional drivers, and a lot of us are, but there's a lot more that are not professional drivers than there are actual professional drivers. Hirschbach doesn't see it that way. Hirschbach sees it as, they see that camera that's up there in the windshield, that one that faces you. They are using that camera as a catalyst, as a reason to not pay you your fair shake of every load that you take. And a lot of people that work for Hirschbach, they've been there long enough now, they know how to work the system, but they're also a bunch of brown nosers. And I know one brown noser in particular, buddy of mine that works over there right now. He's one of the biggest goddamn advocates for Hirschbach there is. He's been with that company 3 times. Every time he leaves there, he's going to the oil fields or someplace else. But he decided to go back with Hirschbach a 3rd time. Like, why? I know I went twice, and I was not happy about Hirschbach at all. Like it, I'd rather be driving for Garrison. And Garrison didn't pay me shit either. Which, we're not going to get into that right now. We're not going to get into that at all. So, and my buddy says, "Oh, well, you're a Schneider fanboy for life, son. You're going to be driving for Schneider till you're like 80. I'm like, no, I ain't either. No, I ain't either. I got plans in the works, son. I got plans in the works. All I got to do is execute those plans, and we call it a day." There ain't no way that I'm gonna stay with any company if I don't have to. But yeah, Hirschbach is not a great company, guys. Hirschbach is a shitbag company. And I know they've got lawsuits against them. I'm pretty sure they have some lawsuits against them about certain things. I know the camera might be one of them. Because they use that camera, guys. They use it. They use it to line their pockets, not yours. Because they can take footage from that camera and they can say, this happened, and this happened, but they're going to show it, and they're going to be like, yeah, well, the driver was at fault for the hard brake, or the driver was at fault for going over the line, or the driver was at fault for eating a box of cheeses while he's driving down the road, or getting a drink of water or something while driving down the road. So they're going to use that as any excuse to, well, how can I put it? Not pay you. And that's the reason I'm a big fan of percentage pay, is because percentage pay, you get paid a lot more for driving a lot less. Less wear and tear on the truck means more pay and more money in your pocket. So if you drive less miles for more money in percentage pay, it's the reason a lot of people make a lot of money over Prime, right? Well, sort of. I think I've already said that. But anyways, so I told you this was the last time that I was actually going to make any kind of videos about Hirschbach. I'm 100% correct on that. Legit. Because Hirschbach doesn't pay me to do these videos either, and I wouldn't want to be paid to do any videos about Hirschbach. My buddy's like, you're going to get sued by Hirschbach for defamation of character. Well, hey, they did me dirty. I'm going to tell them. I'm going to tell people about it. I'm going to say something about it. See something, say something. Well, I've done my 6,000 steps for today. Oh, it's a nice day out today. But anyways, like I said before, I hope you guys do enjoy the videos. If you do, hit the like button and subscribe button. I really appreciate you guys coming out and watching the channel. Let's get to 1,000 subs, guys. Let's get to 1,000 subscribers. We're only like 50 away. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next video.